All right, our final loop for now is the for loop. The for loop is a loop that iterates a specific number of times. So it iterates a specific number of times. So all the other ones, some you can have, as someone enters until they enter a positive number, or they enter until the number is divisible by 5, or they keep going through the loop. For loops are specifically designed to run a specific amount of times. The syntax is everything goes in between the for loop, in between the parentheses here. This isn't just the condition anymore. It's now where 3 parts of the loop happen. Okay, the first part is initializing a variable. We often use I for iterate, but you can use any letter or variable, num, whatever you want there. So that's where the for loop begins. The next one is where is the condition, but the condition needs to be related to the I. So let's say while I is less than 4. Semicolon. Notice these are semicolons. They go there. And the next one is how I increases or decreases. So here this is I, we're going to do I plus plus, but you could do plus equals 2 and have it go up by 2's. You could subtract. Okay, this one particular one, we're just having it go up by 1's. Notice that the semicolons are here and here. If you don't put curly brackets, it does just run one line, just like any other loop or for statement that we know. Oh, I'm annoyed. Okay, holy crud. Okay, so let me just put in these so that I have them. So when we run a for loop, it's going to run the 0 time, and then the 1, 2, 3, and it'll check it. So know that it only does this part right here. It does check the condition, but it does not increase. It does not use this little section until the second time entering the loop. Okay, so it does do the 0th time first. So I don't know. We could do anything we want here. So maybe we want these people to, we want to find like the average or something, or I don't know. Enter a number. So what we can do is, let's say we're gonna find the average of these 4 numbers because that's what I want to do. So sum equals, oh no, I need another variable. So I'm just going to create a variable right here. I'm using this inside the loop and nowhere else. So in dot I can type on my own just fine, but when you guys are watching, sum equals sum plus num. So I'm keeping track of it by adding sum. Remember, I can shorthand this. Sum plus equals num is the same thing. So that's adding them all up. And then I'm going to do it 4 times. When I'm finished, I can do the average or anything I want with that. So let's run this. Okay, so we'll just got to make sure my spacing is poor, but 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. Good. And it ended. That's how many times I wanted it to run. So no, you could have done 4 numbers by starting this out at 1. Excuse me. I don't know what the hell that was. Sorry about that. And less than or equal to 4. That would also do 4, and the person, people there wouldn't even know. So there we go. Okay, I was going to do something else, but I won't. Okay, so the next thing that we could also do is if I want to do the average. So say I want to do the average here. Some people like to initialize or declare all the values up at top. Some people do them as they go. It's a style thing. It really doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. So if I want to do sum divided by I, so remember, average is, you know, how many you have, how much you have, like all the added up, divided by how many values you added up. So anyone see the problem with this? Cannot find variable I. This is technically inside the for loop. So what we can do is we can actually declare this I outside of the for loop. Okay? And actually I can give it a value here outside the for loop. And when I do that, I don't need this anymore. That can go away. But I still need the semicolon for this to run. So you can almost run a for loop without any of the pieces as long as you have the semicolons. It's weird, but it can happen. So this is fine. So say I want to output this guy. I am not doing very, here, let's put spaces here so I don't feel stupid. Oh, yeah, that's the way that is. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and it says my average is 3. Want to guess? You want to guess why? Okay, because it does increase the counter here the last time you run through it. So it goes through it. Now we've been tracing. You should know the basic idea. It starts out at 1. It goes through it, increases the counter, then checks the condition. And that is the order that it goes in. So it will increase the counter to 5 and then check the condition to make sure it doesn't work. So for this particular case, it's probably best to do it like this because it will end at 4 this time. So let's see if that works. And I'm just using all the same number because I know the average. There we go. 4.0. And we all know that if initially I could have, these are both ints, so typecasting this to start probably would have been a good idea. Just a little recap for the future. All right, have a nice day.